Hello, how are you? I hope you're well. Today is Thursday, which means it's Tip Me Thursdays. Woo! So, Tip Me Thursdays will be more or less tips around traveling, adventures, and seeing the world and doing good. But today's Tip Me Thursday will be about how to find affordable flights. All right. This trick that I'm going to show you is simple and very, very useful if you're unsure, if you're flexible around where you want to go and when you want to go in the world, but also it allows you to know what the deals are and when they are. So if you're not using Google Flights, you should definitely use Google Flights. I love Google Flights, just like Google, the search engine. You can literally find anything that you need and you want between two different cities around the world. So I'm going to show you exactly what you can do to keep track of deals that are happening related to where you want to go this year. All right. So I'm going to type in, a destination where I want to go this year, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use it. Okay. So I'm here on google.com/flights site. And so just like any other search engine, you're going to, select whether you want round trip, one way, or multi-city. And so for the purpose of this video, I'm going to select round trip. Okay. Again, you select the passengers, economy, premium economy, first class, etc. And then I'm going to start off where in the world I want to fly from. So I'm in South Carolina, and the closest airport is the Greenville Spartanburg airport. So I'm going to type in GSP and I'm going to select here. And it's not the cheapest airport to fly from because it is a smaller one. Typically, Charlotte or Atlanta would be cheaper, but I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like in terms of price in a minute. So I'm flying from Greenville and I have an upcoming trip to New Orleans. All right. I already purchased my ticket, but I'm going to show you exactly what to look for. I'm going to type in MSY, also known as New Orleans. And I'm going to click here where the date is. This is your outbound. And what this does is it allows you to see months at a time, but also you see this little green number here. It allows you to see exactly when it is the cheapest to fly to and fly from a city. So because we're selecting the outbound, it is showing me exactly which days in the next couple of months which days are the cheapest. So my days are specifically March 14th through the 18th. And as you can see on March 14th is the cheapest. All right. So I'm going to select March 14th. And what happens is now it's going to tell me what the return date and return flights will be. And again, I'm flying out of on the 18th. So I'm going to select here the 18th just because here that green number lets me know it is cheaper to fly out on that day. If I was flexible, maybe I could have left the day before and it still will be about the same price. But let's say, my conference or my business or my vacation extended a couple more days. It is not so cheap to fly out that Friday, but it is Saturday. So, in your beginning stages of planning for your trips this year, definitely look at your calendar and at the flights and select which days are the cheapest. And it could be a difference of one day or a couple of days. And who could go wrong with adding a few more days onto your vacation? So, as you can see, a week will put me at the same price as it is for a couple of days, several days. So I'm going to select the 18th. All right. I'm going to say done. Then it's going to give me all the options, the flights. So I can select from, as you can see, you see American Airlines, you see United. If I keep scrolling, I'll see Delta. And as you scroll down, it will give you more flights, but those flights are typically a longer duration, maybe have a longer layover, or it may cost you a bit more. But when I scroll back to the top, it gives me that same price I have originally seen when I was selecting my dates. So $200.49 is what I wanted. And though I can select between these three flights to these two flights. And if I want to go up a bit more, you can see that this flight here is 252. So I'm going to select whether I want to leave at 6 p.m. or 8:24 p.m. I like to get there a bit earlier, so I'm going to select the first one. Now I can select my return flight. And I see here again, it's showing me a range of inbound flights for the same price, and I can select and choose. So maybe I want to get up a bit earlier in the day and come back home earlier in the morning, or I can sleep in a bit and then come back in the afternoon. It is up to you. So once I select my inbound flight, I get to select, and sometimes this isn't even here depending on the airlines that you're flying with. For American Airlines, they give you an option of basic economy, main cabin, first auto on Google Flights page. All right, so I'm going to select basic economy. Then it gives you your booking options. So I'm going to book directly with American, but depending on the flight that you have, sometimes it will have a list from Expedia, Priceline, Kayak, and you will have to determine which site you want to use to book your flight. Let's say you had an account with Priceline or Kayak or Expedia, you may want to collect those points. So you do as you please. And if you want to just kill two birds with one stone. Kill two birds with one stone by also getting the cheapest deal here on google.com flights, and also getting your points on another search engine. You can do as you please. All you need to do is select, and it will take you right over to American's website. So that is all the basic tips using google.com slash flights, but also something that I would say is the tip for the day is selecting this right here, this toggle right here, track prices. So let's say, $249 is not such a great deal. You want to go even lower and you're not in such a rush to buy your ticket. You can simply select this. And what this does is, if you have an account with Google, I'm signed in right now. As you can see my photo right here. What happens is, as the prices go up or go down, I will receive an email saying, hey, your flight just went down $30. And then if that's a suitable price for you, you can simply click on the details in the email and come back to this site and purchase your ticket. Or if this is, again, if it goes up, they'll let you know that it went up $100, and it might not be the time for you to purchase your ticket. But it also depends on how far in advance you want to purchase your ticket and how close you are to your flight date. So you want to kind of play around and keep track of these prices. That's what I did for my trip to New Orleans this March. I kept a track on it to kind of more or less kind of weigh my options, and also none of the flights that I really, really liked were available at the time I wanted to purchase last year. So I waited until mid January, late January to purchase my ticket. So the first tip is to use Google Flights to search out some affordable flights using the calendar to determine which days to fly in and fly out from your airport, from your city. And tip two is to track those prices so that you know more or less the deals that are available for your particular flight. So if, for example, if you have an upcoming trip, let's say sometime in the summer, June, July, August, you can definitely kind of track those prices to see, when is the best time to buy your ticket and how much it will take for you to buy your ticket to wherever you're traveling this year. All right. And that's Tip Me Thursdays. I will be back soon for another tip. I see you soon. Take care.